Hello everyone and welcome to Lightwork Tarot channel. Today we have a reading, a very specific one that's called How to Stop Self-Doubt. Actually, the topic of this reading changed twice. So before I actually wanted it to be advice to improve your life today. But then I got this very, very specific reading message. And that's what we are doing today. And also, today is a special reading because we have 4 piles. So please, as usual, please choose your pile, take a deep breath, and then we will look at the shuffling. Hello, pile number 1. This is your reading. And as we said before, today we have a topic of how to stop self-doubt. And let me explain a little bit. I'm not saying that self-doubt is not healthy. We all have that, but I know myself how much it can prevent you from going forward in life and how much easier life could be if you try to diminish it just a little bit. So we'll see what kind of messages you get about this topic. And today was one of the first readings for me that we don't see the card when we choose, because I thought it's really important not to be biased and choose with your heart. So let's see your first card. Your first card is the Vision. Wow, such a pretty card. I also, as usual, pre-shuffle your cards. We got Sun of Swords, Water. Oh, this is the advice card, but it wanted to be turned, so let's turn it right away. We also got a Spider. I think it's an 8 of Pentacles. Should we look at the... Wait. Okay. Let's not... The cards wanted to turn all together. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I also wanted to add this card because it's different. 8 of Pentacles. It can give you more of an explanation of this card. So I think for you it will be helpful so you can see both. We will get to different messages from them. All right, let's start looking at your cards. So the first card that we got is the Vision. We have 2 owls. We have some kind of a rainbow in the middle, 2 hands, everything in 2, like 2 sides, 2 hands. We have a coin. We also have like a small, can you see it? Like a smallest house on top, or like a door inside the mountain. And someone is there. So it's like you wouldn't even think that someone can live there, but there's someone there, and if you can imagine it, you can do it, basically. Okay, so the next card we got is Son of Swords. I would just say, like, with the Knight of Swords, I think it's similar card. Let's see how determined he is, or this owl is. And we also got an owl 3 times, so I think for you, this number could be significant. And also number 8. Then we got water. Nice flower, triangle, and like a water swoosh. And 8 of Pentacles with a hard-working man. So let me think about it for a second. You know what I was thinking for your reading, because I wanted to in the beginning, I want to turn tarot cards like that. Turn them back basically. Temperance, I feel like should be at the end. And now I will have more of a message inside. Okay, I think I know what it's all about. Your inner world is actually very deep. So you may be one of those people that inside and outside, you kind of look a bit different in terms of like for the other people, you're one person, but inside of yourself, you hold much more, like an inner world there. And I also have this idea that this 4 cards, this 2 and this 2, especially this 2, like that, let's put it like that. I think you are a hard-working person, but sometimes you know how water is. Let's look at this water card. Water is it's not only unpredictable in a way, but it's also very flowy. There is no resistance there. Wait, I'll try to explain this to you. So the water could be really determined. It's like, I grab this feeling, but I don't know if I'm explaining it right. So you see this is the same feeling I get. You see this owl, we can see the movement. It's holding the sword and it's moving. It's very sharp, it's very open, like a person very determined and like saying things and acting. And this owl is not doubting. This owl is in action and very confident in what they're doing. And I think water is the same, but they're a bit different. The owl energy is very determined and fiery, but honest at the same time. But the water it's non-resistant, it's more spiritual, it's relaxed, but at the same time it's still very determined in a way, but it's all very natural. So this, wait, I think I'm getting it. So this is very forced, kind of like fake it till you make it thing. Not for everyone, but for a lot of people, when they are that confident and that sharp, sometimes it's like a facade. Remember how in the beginning we were talking about 2 different things inside and outside? And water is very same, very determined in a way, knows its way, and very, very, very sure of itself, but non-resistant, not stressed, very ease of life. And this is not ease. It's determination, it's passion, it's fire, but it's not ease. Ease is this. So it's the same universe showing us 2 polarities of the same kind of same result. It's more about the result and what you want in your life, like, because what you would ideally like to have. And the universe somehow, we'll see how, but somehow is trying to tell us the difference between these 2 things. So kind of like when you say, yeah, I want less self-doubt, but what I want instead, because then you need to understand like what's next. Do you want to be like an owl? Do you want to be like a water? Or we also got this. We got a spider, and um, I feel like the spider is very maybe it's you right now. It's very, very meticulous. It's very determined too, but it's very patient and on its own. It's very hardworking, um, very hardworking energy. And I also feel on these four pictures, I get a lot in almost every picture. We got, except this one, we got one person, but even here we got one person behind on the mountain there. So if it's the vision, only one person knows what it is, and it's you. So because we got these two characters, I think it's you right now. It's you kind of struggling with anxiety, and this card is exactly what we're talking about. We got the card for the reading. It's self-doubt, basically, because here you can see it's Eight of Swords, and I think this girl, she's worried because there are a lot of knives around, but honestly a lot of swords. But she's tied up, her hands are tied up, and it all looks scary. But if you look really closely, like focus on it, you could see that if she just goes forward, nothing bad will happen. She has like a passage to walk away, but she's scared with like her own thoughts are making her like she is the reason of her self-doubt. I know it's obvious, but not for all people. Self-doubt could be it could be inflicted from the outside, from the childhood. It could be like the partner, the different things that it could be. But for you, I think it's very self-centered. So it's you, and the more like when you are alone and you overthink a lot, that's when self-doubt is coming in. Oops. And I think the nighttime, showing me the nighttime too, because we got this card. The Nine of Swords. This figure is very stressed. It's anxious, maybe bad sleep, anxiety, and the practical advice will be here to make sure you rest enough, because a lot of anxiety could be chemical too. It could be because you don't like feel rested enough and your body is overwhelmed. So you are the overthinker, and you are everywhere alone. And I think the idea of being alone, like this, how to explain that? A lot of people ask themselves, like, if my path is something completely new, something that nobody's kind of doing, and I've been through things and now I kind of know what it is, but I'm like, I feel so alone because it's my own path. And it's like, maybe because we got the vision, maybe your vision is not like everybody else, maybe it's way too weird or out there. Whatever your topic where you have self-doubt is, if you think you feel like you are a loner, it doesn't mean that you won't succeed. It's two different things. And I think if you can imagine it, you can have it. The universe saying, like, what if? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He built like a house on top of the mountain, and he's there and he's all right. Like the sun is shining. Oh, sorry, the moon is shining and everything is nice. So only you know what's your vision is and how to get to where you want. And the practical, if we move into the practical advice here, the sleep and the overthinking is very important. And I think for you, the time of the real struggle is kind of ending. That, as we say here, we have got 3 of Swords reversed. The time of real heartbreak, the real struggle is over. And you did a lot of work already. So now you just need to have a bit more trust in your vision and work on yourself a little bit, and decide, when self-doubt is gone, what do you want? Like, which vibe do you want to get? Do you need less resistance and being more flowy and being very sure in yourself, in the universe, very trust and ease? Or do you want to be very determined and like fake it till you make it? It's 2 different things though. There is still a journey after self-doubt is getting quieter. Ask yourself what's getting louder. So we also got temperance, but let's talk about it a bit later. We got an ambition. May I offer all my deepest longings to love itself and invite the divine plan beyond the mind's imagining. Please use me for your highest good, for the highest good. Wow, it looks like this card is very much connected with the ambition and the vision. This too, because as it says, divine plan, the vision that you get when you want something, when you're sure of yourself, it's usually very divinely guided. And you always got the divine plan ahead of you, even if you don't know it. So the ambition will get straight from the vision. You just need a bit more trust in the universe, in yourself, being a bit less resistant. When you are alone with yourself, just let yourself, okay, I got this message. Maybe just be, when you are alone with yourself, just let yourself go a little bit and let yourself be more relaxed, in terms of like more flowy with your ideas, with your, let yourself explore your vision, honor it, let your ambition, even if you have self-doubt, let your ambition guide you to the place of more love, more divine path, and more ease and flow in your life. I wanted to give you one more card and a couple of charms too. Let's give you one last card. Okay. We actually got 2 cards. Let's look at them. We got the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. Exactly, intuitive hits, because the vision, and when you get this ambition and this idea, you are in the vortex. You are getting the information about something. So sometimes the action through this fear is necessary. And then we get the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? It's just for you to think about this one, like a last message. So as a general advice, we also got temperance, and I think for you now, it's the time to focus on yourself and to be patient in a way that this time to work on this part of your life is necessary. And as soon as you work through it, your anxiety and your self-doubt will little by little pass. Okay, let's give you a couple of charms. Okay, so the first one we got is the horse, and I think the horse is about determination, because the horse is running and it's very, very sure energy. So it's just giving you the same message as this three, like thinking about it a bit more. We also got the key with the flower, and I think the answer is divine path and trust into the universe. So your vision will guide you through the doubt and through the hardship, because your vision and ambition will guide you to the right area. And then we also got an anchor, and I think it resonates with this card a lot. The crumbling, what are you clinging on to? Just think what's in your life could be like what you cling on to. It can cause you self-doubt and anxiety to this particular thing, whatever it is for you. Wow, such a deep reading. I hope your vision comes true. It will bring you so much happiness, so much self-assurance, self-assurance and love, and the divine path will soon open up for you. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. It was a pleasure reading your cards today, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. This is your reading, and as we said, today we have a topic: how to stop self-doubt. And I wanted to elaborate on that. Please don't think that self-doubt is something unhealthy in terms of like something shameful. Everyone has that. So our only goal is to make sure that we kind of in control of that feeling, so you can move forward easily and be more self-assured. So let's see. I already pre-shuffled your cards. Let's see what you got. Today we had a blind pick in the beginning, so you didn't see what cards you have. We have the mentor, you have luck, you have true offering, you have 2 tarot cards, and you have death. Please don't be scared of this card. Death is kind of like a rebirth. So not scary at all. And let me give you one more card right away, so we can have more information. Okay, so we got mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Interesting. As with the pile number 1, today I'm called to look at all of the cards at the same time. Okay, so let me look at that and get back to you. Okay, let's start with this. Let's put this over here, this here, and this like that. I'll tell you why in a second. Just bear with me. First of all, what I think for this pile is we are definitely talking about you. I think this is you, because basically this and this are 2 people we got. This is you. So let's talk about let's talk about this one. So I think over here, because we got 7 of Wands, we are talking about boundaries in a way, and about communication with other people, and how you portray yourself with others. But boundaries are very important. And the same here. Obviously, it says mirror what or who is triggering you. And basically, sometimes it's you because it says mirror, or it's someone else and you mirroring them. So you mirroring their opinions, kind of like as your self-doubt. So if for group number one, there was no one involved in the doubt of them, for you, I think there is definitely something about society involved in here, because it's not like you imagined all these wands and you are on top of the mountain and they basically attacking you, and you should kind of like make sure you keep them at bay. So yeah, and I think because of this, because we got Ace of Swords too, the idea that because of all these people, you are not being authentic. I feel like you're kind of filtering yourself, like, can I do this? Can I say that? Is that appropriate? And at the same time, we can see different things. For some people, we can have too closed up, too many boundaries. So the boundaries that you created because you wanted to be tough because of other people, they actually are holding you back in your own path. For others, it's the opposite spectrum. It's you have not enough boundaries and you allow other people, their opinions influencing you, and this creates self-doubt. But your self-doubt is definitely connected with the outside world. And why I did this, I think this is your path. Even not, no, even like that. That's your path. So we got, or maybe this could interchange, but the idea is the same. So this is the last one. This is like the result. I think it's like a journey. When something dies off and you are being more authentic, because your death card is very interesting. It's one of the most interesting death cards I have in my collection, because it shows a bird with a skull and with the bones. And the idea here, I feel like that as soon as you reveal, as soon as the outside influences, like the patterns of thoughts of other people die down, you will be bared like a skeleton. But then you will see what is your true you, because your reading is a lot about being authentic. And after that, you can see over here, as soon as your bones kind of like you see them, you understand more about yourself and like what's the true you, then you can see we got luck. And there's out of this piece of animal, maybe it's like a feet, or I don't know, maybe like a feather, or no, I think it's some part of an animal there, and there's probably a bone here, and it started to patch up. So it has like fur, not like bare like here, and we can actually see Oh, sorry. My throat chakra is acting up. So yeah, talking and like speaking up in here, you probably start to like understand, say things more, like to communicate more with other people more clearly. And as soon as you do that, you can see you start to kind of like grow your own magic. And after that, when you will, hopefully, and I'm sure you will, master that, you will get a mentor card. So you actually will be not just a good communicator with others with the proper boundaries and knowing your worth, but also maybe even helping others with in any profession. It could be multiple things, but you would be a mentor because you survived a lot of things and you went through different things in your life that allow you to put yourself from this to the fully furred, like full of feathers owl from this. But so it's transformation basically. So wow, very, very, very deep idea here. And for the advice, we got very similar advice to the group number one in a way, because it says true offering. And because true and authenticity is such an important part here, I think your whole reading is because our reading says how to stop self-doubt. And as soon as you be 100% authentic, or even learn what do you actually like. So in terms of like when you learn who you are, when you are authentic, when you understand yourself, it's when you can move into being more you. And it says, may I release the fears, the illusions and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love, use me for the highest. I'm yours alone. Wow, that's beautiful. That's wonderful. And we also have the birch trees here, and I hear autumn. So for some of you, autumn could be important. Just a little side note. Wonderful. I think the question of authenticity is something that you should explore further, and it will definitely help you. So let's see. Wow. Do you know what I noticed? Because between the groups, I had a break. I'm not wearing my ring, and I just noticed that, and the ring is just laying over here. So wow, so it's so nice. It's basically the idea that as soon as you do all this journey, you can kind of get back to yourself and understand, wow, that's nice. Just like a little detail, synchronicity, especially for you. Let's give you some charms. I think your message is very clear. We have a peacock. Oh my God. Now I understand. It's even the continuation of our transformation. So we went from the dead bird to the growing of fur and feathers and crystals, becoming an animal again. And then we kind of transformed into the beautiful owl, very wise. And then we became a peacock, extremely beautiful, bright, vibrant, breathtaking bird. So it's just your path is so nice. And then we got a seashell. It could be your personal sign or mean something to you. And we got maybe like a fly or a bee. Depends how you look on it. So it also can be your personal sign. Wow. And also let's talk about numbers. We got number 6, number 7 over here, and we got number 13, I think. So keep that number, these numbers in mind. I feel like I want to give you something else for this group. Let's see. Maybe like one more mess. Oh, okay. I just wanted to shuffle and I turned the deck and here it is. This is your message. It says self-acceptance. Yes, exactly. So self-authenticity and self-acceptance. It says nothing. And we got a butterfly. Wow, how cute. Nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole being fully to love, self-acceptance arises spontaneously. May I rest in your oneness, dear divine. Wow. How nice. I felt that we needed something else. It was a wonderful reading. I truly hope that you find your true voice, your authentic self, and you accept yourself fully, and it will kill all self-doubt you have forever. Thank you for letting me read your cards today, and I hope I see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, my wonderful pile number 3. You got this amazing clear, I think it's clear quartz, clear crystal, and wow, we have something unexpected happening. So from the previous reading, some charm was being left here. It's a peacock, and I always say I don't believe in coincidences, so we will leave it here. It will be your sign too, so we will keep it here. Today's topic is how to stop self-doubt, and as for the previous piles, I'll tell you the same thing. Please don't think that having self-doubt is something terrible or shameful. Everyone has that. We are just trying to make sure you are in control of this feeling so you can live happily, freely, and surely in your own true self. So that's what we are going to explore today. Let's see your card. Today we were choosing blindly, so you didn't see your first card as I usually do. We have the 1. Wow. I already shuffled your cards, and this one wanted to be first. So we got cycle. Oh, I think we already understand where it's going. This is the advice card. True love. Wow. We have 4 of swords. Okay. Sometimes I turn my tarot cards back when they are all turned over there, but for your pile, I'm not 100% sure yet, so let's keep it that way for now. This is truly beautiful card. Very nice pop of color. We have a lot of flowers, but we'll get to it. Okay, let me look at your cards for a second. I want to put this here, and I'll be back to you. Okay, I'm back, and I wanted to bring you 4 of swords with another picture. Sometimes I like to do that when I have beautiful decks with other pictures, so the original meaning we still can have, and look at this as an extra one. Okay, so what I think here, the most obvious idea here is we got the cycle and the one. I think they are both talking about the same thing. On the cycle card, we have the probably like a black hole or the oneness, the universe, the black matter, whatever you want to call that. Like eternity, nothingness, and everything at the same time, like unity of the universe. And then we got a cycle. And on the cycle, we have this wonderful flying, I think it's a flying fish, and it's biting its own tail and have a little, can you see it has a little infinity sign on top of its head. And we have a moon cycles too. So definitely cycle is very easy to understand. It's just talking about cycles of your life. And because we got the one over here, a very spiritual feeling I get from this card. So I think some of you in this group, not all of you, but some of you could be very spiritually developed, very advanced, maybe have like an intuition, third eye, because while I'm saying that, I noticed that on this Four of Swords, this lamb has a third eye sun over here. So you could be a light worker, you can feel like you are from another planet, all of that. Very light being, this could be you. And I feel like for you now, this is the period that you have in your life is I would say it's a period of rest, but at the same time transformation. Because of this card of the Four of Swords we got, I think you're definitely in the middle of the cycle now. And I think because our topic today is how to stop self-doubt, I actually don't see your cards talking about self-doubt directly. That's very interesting because some of the piles were talking about self-doubt very clearly. And here we are actually not. We're talking about your period of life, your third eye, you are kind of progressing and things already going how they should be in a way. And this devil in reverse, when I was mixing or shuffling, I don't remember, I saw this card, the devil in reverse. So this should definitely be reversed because I remember it as reversed. And I think for you is, let's look at it like that. I think for you, you are now kind of in a slower period of your life, or you trying to be, because slowing down like that, I think you went through a lot of things in your life. And previously, I think you now, even like last year, probably were releasing some toxic energy heavily, and I think you're finally done with it. And you need to get new downloads, new energy. And I feel you're, maybe even you feel you have a lot of self-doubt, but it's more like you are tired and need to recharge energetically, and need to you need kind of like just rest, literally have a break. And then when you have a lot of your energy back, you'll feel much better, and self-doubt will kind of step down by itself, because your pile is not really talking about solutions here, it's more like the journey. So let's see this card. Wow, how wonderful. Look at this. A lot of wonderful flowers, and a rain too. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner, but this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet, dear Lord, and know true love. So basically it says that true love is when you don't rely on someone else, and you also hold on your own. And because we got this card right under the devil, some of you could also be like out of a toxic relationship, out of like some toxic dynamic, and you didn't have a true love over there. Or it could be family matter. In this period of your life, you didn't have true love. So it kind of got to you in terms of like emotionally. And maybe even this toxicity before was something that inflicted uh, self-doubt too. But mainly I feel it's just you need rest. You need to recharge. You need time. So it's okay to be doubtful sometimes when you change. Like Wheel of Fortune here, when you change, when your life changed drastically, when you kind of like move to different cycle over cycle, it's normal to, it's also says like being wary of um, being wary of making a choice. Sometimes I think for this group, choices, like making choices, could be hard, or making decisions, like when you need to decide what to do, kind of like being, maybe even being a person of authority, like to being grown up, I hear. And sometimes the how do you say that, the responsibility, like being a responsible adult, could be really hard sometimes, even if you've grown, or even if you are like, I don't know, 30, 40. Sometimes you just feel like it's too much, like a responsibility, and you are maybe not used to it, or you had a lot of enablers in your life before that kind of led you to this pattern that you are not grown up enough, smart enough, capable enough of doing something. Please don't believe them. And you are already trying to explore the area of true love yourself, and you kind of letting go of everything that you knew before, and moving into this new beautiful cycle. And for you, self-doubt, in some time it will just step away, like oh, they're showing me this image, so nice. Like in the morning, early morning, imagine like a green patch in the woods, and it's summer, and the grass is wet from the, like the morning, the, not the rain, how it's called, like the morning sparkles of water or on the grass, and it's wet. But as soon as the sun comes out, it just, and it dries out, and it's beautiful too, but it's sunny, it's different. I think it's like that. Wow, such a beautiful image we got. And don't worry, you will get there. Your pile is very gentle, very like, just need rest, and like be on your own, in your own like zone, developing, moving with your own path, and learning what love is, just the concept of love overall and true love overall. And I think you will be okay. Let's like this peacock. We got this peacock in the beginning, and I was like, why peacock? Because it was from the different pile. But now I see you will kind of like became colorful and vibrant on your own. You will just grow from this. Like when peacocks are small, they don't have this, all of these feathers. They just like look gray and ugly, and then they grow all the feathers, and there's nothing they're doing. They're just, it's the cycle. They are joining the cycle of growth of life, and that's what you will do. So universe will do everything for you. Don't worry. Let's give you some more charms. Oh, I get goosebumps. Wow. We got the feather and the planet. I think the planet is good here. I think the planet is just saying the one, the universe, the power. And maybe even if you like astrology or if you're interested in planets or something about it, it can help you out too. And you got a feather. So the feather is your sign. When you see a feather, remember, universe is helping you. It will be okay. Thank you, pile number 3, for letting me read your cards today. I hope your cycle will be very magnificent and you will forget what self-doubt is. And I hope I see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Today we have 4 groups, which is unusual for me. So welcome, group number 4. Today we have unusual system. We have 4 groups, and today's topic is how to stop self-doubt. And I wanted to explain a little bit. I think we shouldn't assume that having self-doubt is something shameful or bad or something that you should never have, or some people don't have it. Everyone has it. It's normal, but we just want to take care of ourselves and make sure we are in control of this feeling so we can live very fulfilled, very joyous life and being true to ourselves. And today you were picking blindly, so you didn't see your first card. So let's look at it now. You got the Queen, very feminine energy in this group. I already pre-shuffled your cards. Let's look at them. We got Earth. Oh, very, very grounded. Nice. We got Seven of Pentacles. We got 2 advice cards. We got Solitude and Forgiveness. Very green. Wow. Look at all these flowers. Not all cards from this deck are green. It's just a coincidence. Okay. Okay, let me give you this card in a traditional way too. It was just on top of the deck, so nice. Okay, throat chakra may be important for you too. Let me look at your cards carefully for a while and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So let's talk about it. There is a lot to unpack in this group. I think solitude here and forgiveness are 2 very important ideas for this reading, because the first idea for this reading, because we asked what could be done to diminish self-doubt, but at first reading wants to talk about you and your life. And I think you know how when you put, I was really attracted to this bone because this pile is heavily focused on letting go, letting in the new, and being on your own. These 3 ideas are very important. You know how when you put the bone of an animal or something like that in the earth,
it slowly integrates in it. It's kind of like it's rotting, but it's in a way a natural, beautiful process. And with time, it would disintegrate and kind of like be a part of the soil, and a tree may be growing there, a flower may be growing on this spot. And I think for you, you still hold some of your past with you. And I think it gives you a little bit of self-doubt, but overall also it's not only about self-doubt. You need to make space for you to be passionate about new life. You need to make a little bit of space. And I think you had it for a while with you. You kind of like, the self-doubt was put in you way before. It could be childhood, it could be past trauma of any kind. I think you are at this point, you're very wary of people, of world, of even yourself. Sometimes you kind of very defensive, I feel. And this fight is over. This is the past war. You don't need to participate in it anymore. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I think some of you will understand. Please take it as it resonates. You need to heal and have, like this card saying, having a healthy dose of acceptance. It says healing comes from the acceptance. I think this feeling of acceptance will let you grow, like accept your past, understand it. But as soon as you do, it will open up for the new. You know how this have a poppy seed? So the poppy seeds can actually be, you can do multiple things with them. They could be like a, how do you call that? You can cook them, you can eat them, you can smoke them, you can do a lot of things with them. But maybe not the seeds itself, but you got the idea that the purpose could be different. And I think they could develop into something else as soon as they pass the flower point. And the same is for you. So you just need to release that stage of your life and let it disintegrate. Let yourself to finally grow into something else. To allow yourself to maybe even forgive yourself for something, or forgive others for something. And it's like says here, solitude, because deep processes like this are always done in solitude, inside yourself. So once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time. It's probably saying that the social circle will also change when you move into this new step, free of the past feeling. And I think before, you had a lot of wounded masculine, or a lot of unhealthy masculine energy in your field. Maybe it was you, but I feel like it was someone else, because you see how this person looking at this emperor and on this judgment, and I think some masculine could have hurt you, and that's why you also have self-doubt. But for you, I think you already stepped up and you passed this point. So you became basically a queen. It says the queen, very feminine, very, you could be any gender, just the feeling of being very comfortable, very, basically now is moving to some
more comfortability with your own life, and you kind of have more feminine flow. And overall, you're reading very earthy, very feminine, very nice. We have flowers here, flowers, like a lot of flowers here. Very nice. And also we have full moon here, so full moon could be significant for you, or something could happen on the full moon for you. I wonder if we should get you one more card. Okay, so we got this one. We got 3 cards. Let's just roll with it. Why not? It says, don't dim to fit in. This one says, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? That's just a question for you to think about. So maybe it looks very feminine, so think maybe if you, how you look, how you portray yourself, maybe if you want it to be something else, you want it to be more bright, or you want it to look a certain way, just embrace it. The next card we got, Sisterhood on the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, and Teacher. So this could be for those who want to channel this feminine side into something spiritual, having spiritual practices, maybe a spiritual, like dancing, something nice. And we also got Starseed. What lights you up? Just think about it. In this newfound life of forgiveness and healing, just think what makes you feel joy and try to do more of that. So that's a practical advice for you. So very focus on your self-care, because I feel before you were not, you felt like guilty sometimes even taking care of yourself, or you feel like you don't have time or it's stupid. But honestly, it's not. It's wonderful. You need that. Everyone needs that. So just think what do you enjoy doing for yourself, and try to do it more, because now in this, you alone with yourself, you need to learn to heal yourself and to enjoy your own company too. Wow, such a nice message. And let's give you some charms too. I was called to get you 4 charms. Let's move the cards like that. So the first charm is a cross. This could be your personal sign of any kind of religion. Please take it as it resonates. The second sign is a tree. And I think it's wonderful how we were talking about how the tree can grow on the bone, remember? Or the flower, when the bone disintegrates. I think it's, we got this tree right here. So it says that your process of release and letting go would be successful. And we also got this hammer. This could mean something for you. Look how cute. Or it just could be like your work on yourself. We also got flamingo. I think flamingos are very beautiful creatures, and they pretty, but they don't understand it, and they are in a way feminine and don't see it. So it's just like another symbol of being gentle and elegant for me. But you can think about it in your own way, and what do you feel when you look at this charm? Take it as it resonates. Wow, your reading was so gentle, so feminine, so beautiful. I wish you the best in this healing journey. And I hope I see you in the next reading. Bye.